We're here at the Woodlawn premiere, the red carpet. I'm Stephen Helmkamp. I'll be your host tonight. I'm going to be mixing it up with the actors, producers, directors, and I'm going to be asking them all kinds of good questions. So stay tuned. Good interviews to come. What did it mean to you to be a part of a story like this based on faith, joy, hope?
You know, it meant a lot. I love playing a character where it was just like the family unit was intact, playing a woman who was the backbone of the family, who just loved life, had a great sense of humor, but loved and protected her son.
Yeah. And how important is it to you that Hollywood continues to put out movies with a message of faith?
Oh, it's so important that these faith-based movies come out because I think people are searching for something other than what we're seeing now. There's so many negative things. We just had another shooting, and I just think that people are sitting here with a feeling of hopelessness and feeling like everything's out of control. And I think when you see a movie like this, you go, no, there's somebody I can turn to, and it will be better.
Tell me a little bit about your character in this movie, Woodlawn.
I play Coach Tandy Geralds, who, in a nutshell, he's kind of the skeptic in the movie and kind of the voice of the audience at the beginning. He doesn't understand what's happening with the team. He doesn't initially believe in what's happening with the team. And he then goes on probably the largest, transformation in the film. But he's a pretty disciplinarian type of football coach, believes in hard work and believes in pushing the players to get the best out of them. And he thinks initially that them being guided by something else is outside of his wheelhouse and outside of his understanding.
You know, the film deals with racism in America, too. Besides spreading the gospel, that's the main concept of the film. What's the impact and the hope of the film to touch on the issue of racism?
It's really hard. I look back in 1972, 1973. I was born in 72 when this was happening. In Tony's junior year, I was born, okay? In Nick's when Nick Bishop, who plays Tandy Geralds, when he was born, Tony was a senior. So it's kind of odd that we're together during that time. And we look back at how today's society is a lot like it was still then in many aspects. And it kills me and it baffles me to understand why people are that way. And I really think it's just because they're not looking forward to put someone else before them. It's about me, me, me. And with me, my most important thing in my life is my faith and my family. And that's it. I love acting, but that's not my number one idea. It's these guys right here. And to have people come and support a movie like this, and hopefully they'll walk out thinking the do unto others rule is what I said earlier. If you do unto others, how can we go wrong? Just help each other out. Help someone up when they fall down. Open a door for someone. Just be kind, be gentle, and I think we're going to be okay.
And tell me a little about your character in this movie, Woodlawn.
Well, Todd, he always is trying to help his dad, telling him, oh, Dad, you need to do this play, or you need to do this play. He's got a lot of energy, and he's very upbeat. He's excited. He loves the football team. I mean, he puts everything he's got into it, and I'm excited to see how it turns out on camera.
Me too, man. And this film talks a lot about faith and God and in Jesus Christ. Did that connect with you personally?
Yes, sir. I'm a Christian personally. I go to church, and I think it has a very good meaning into it. How you don't judge a book by its cover. That's basically what it's saying. It's what's on the inside.
Tell me a little about your character in the film. You play a pastor, right?
I do. I play a pastor in the film, and the pastor was the church where most of the football players went. And there's a very pivotal scene where the coach comes into the church seeking for what has taken over his players, right? Because he's seen God move in his players, and he's seen them become more loving and more caring, and he's like, whatever they have, he comes into the church and he wants it. And so there's a really big moment in the movie where I get a chance to invite him up to kind of speak his heart, and then we have an incredible moment where we baptize him.
Amazing. It's amazing. And the film also, just besides spreading the gospel, which is one of the main concepts of the film, it deals with racism in America too, and that's obviously a current issue going on in America. What's the impact of the film that it hopes to imply in America on the issue of racism?
My hope is that the film will show that we are all God's children, no matter what race, no matter what culture we come from. And my hope is the film will bring about a little more racial healing. I'm tired, especially in the faith community, of all this racial divide. If we are Christians, whether we're African American Christians, white Christians, Asian, it doesn't matter. If we're all Christians, then we should be the ones that lead the charge for unity in this country and the world. And my hope is a movie like this can help stimulate that kind of unity where we leave the theater ready and willing to do more to reach out to our brother or sister who may not look like us, but we know that the same blood that runs through our veins runs through theirs.
This has been the red carpet premiere of the movie Woodlawn, coming to a theater near you October 16th. Make sure you get your tickets and go support the film. It's got a great message of faith, hope, joy, starring John Voight, Sherry Shepard, Sean Astin, a lot of other great actors in it. I've been your host. It's been an honor, Stephen Helmkamp. Make sure you subscribe to Movieguide, at Movieguide on Instagram and Twitter. Check our website, movieguide.org, for all the red carpet interviews, all the press junket interviews, and we look forward to bringing you more positive content.